meet you. Nice to meet you, I heard you crippin'. I got a question if you real right. That tool belt heavy, them hammers and them drills light. Robbed me of my innocence when they made me go and steal life. You can have debatable battles when you 30 niggas in real life. It's motherfuckers like you. It's motherfuckers like you that make me feel cocky. Everybody fight back, so still body. Smack said, welcome home, son. Doing real sloppy. Switchblade. Stick something in the rum like Bill Cosby. So you PG had to get solidified on the proving ground. I be so high up, battling niggas like you is how I prove his ground. It's easy to put it. It's easy to put it. It's easy to put it. Chill. It's easy to put in work on this stage. Them air guns be exciting. Anybody can let off these type of rounds, cause they don't come with indictments. African bomb. Chill. African. I've been there. I've been there. African bombada. Bow, buyer, playing with the drum. F-U-N who you with. Aiming it for fun. Hit the door, his coat. Chill out. Chill out. African bombada. African bombada. Bah, buyer, playing with the drum. F-U-N who you with. Aiming it for fun. Hit the door, his coat, his vest, bang him in the lung. I had a shooting in broad day. My hood ain't Broadway, they call me Raisin in the Sun. You know, like I know. It's the battle of your life. I had them surgeons picking through rounds. I don't give a fuck about battle of the night. And gotta stitch him with precision. I hit him, his organs came up. Doctor said, I don't think he gonna make it. Something important came up. Yo. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Never. You'll get put in the box with them pieces. Board games. Said I repent about the body before the Lord came. More game. Found him in the couch like store change. Heckler. Kick combo like War Ring. If I get this Tekken 2, nah, chill. All right, let me put this bum in the box. I'm thinking cardboard. I am your father. But it's nothing like Star Wars, Yoda. Non-sparker, splat them like a fly swatter. I kill you and the kin. I turn families into Skywalkers. I can't find you. Where your girl at? I can't find you. I turn families into Skywalkers. I can't find you. Catch your bitch. Aim at the top. Scope sound like your princess will lay in the box. Hey yo, I might have seen plenty. You might have seen plenty, but you never seen me get 3-0 on paper for a gun, paper for assault. If I catch this body, I'm gonna have to see 3 POs. Check. Come here.
Fuck is you talking about?
Checking who? You checking who? Remember what I said about that Tekken 2? Catch your boo. Tomato paste your baby face. Vegetable. Datum. Decimal. You nuts try. Test the cool. Walk through a metal detector with something undetectable. Long arm.
Good news. Cox is joining Spectrum.
And you'll get the same incredibly fast speeds.
Plus, free mobile service for a year with your internet. Welcome to America's connectivity company. Welcome to Spectrum. Hi.
Tekken 2, catch your boo. Tomato paste your baby face. Vegetable, datum, decimal. You nuts try, test the cool, walk through a metal detector with some long arm, Mr. Incredible, a professional. Some long arm, Mr. Mr. Incredible, a professional, something big enough to stop shit like, wait, this is unacceptable. Big rounds. He's back. Something big enough to stop shit like, wait, this is unacceptable. Big round, Ferris wheel. Boy, I start a festival. Big rounds, Ferris wheel. Boy, big rounds. Ferris wheel, boy, I start a festival. Did wrong for so long, they couldn't correct me in that correctional. Through the door. I did wrong for so long, they couldn't correct me in that correctional. Through the door, hit the baby head, hit the sectional. Arm over there. How that happen? He looked flexible. Ring at his... hit the sectional, arm over there. How that happen? He look flexible. Ring at his leg. Well, ain't nobody texting you. Lift him. A different. Ring at his leg. Ring at his leg. Well, ain't nobody texting you. Lift him.
A live look between the legends. Sanford State.
A different type of high. It's edible. Draw on his face.
Return the local state and show. It's the Oregon Bucks. Georgia. State.
A different type of high. It's edible. Draw on his face. Wasn't legible. A biohazard versus a bisexual. 40 I named biohazard versus a bisexual. 40 I named pterodactyl. I do him terrible. How you checking me? Little nigga, when I'm checking you, don't hold him back.
This is one
Let
of
him
the
through.
most
Weapon
iconic
1, weapon 2, stepping through. Llama licking out the hand like a petting zoo.
Okay. Georgia, the king
You don't know what's in store. You don't know what's in store. You don't know what's in store. No, really. You don't know what's in store. I'm in Neiman's with them sacks. Smack me sitting plenty. Enough ammo to get 4 min meals. They give niggas like you and JC pennies. No ankle.
This is what we expected. It's presence. It's there. Shakes off the defender. To the 32 before he goes out of bounds, and that's the little start to the drive. It's a big time. And it looks as if they fussed out the replay, wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. And Washington goes left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. It's their first time. For you to get 2 for them to spend. They've come up with answers on this possession and another first down. Dante Moore. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. Right to the ground he goes, only a pickup on the top. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of moving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they can win it all. We've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about, because we've seen both teams beat up on weak competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Lowers that show delivers the blow. Best play on the ground. It's getting out of 34. In the field, it's the second call by Georgia. They burned a couple early, now down to just one time to work with. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to talk to a good start. They're alive down the hand. He is nowhere to go, and it'll be second and one. That's a really good stop on the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard. Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality. You're seeing this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in. Here comes the heat. It's more. Inside the 20. It's down to be 18 in there. I mean, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch. It's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and touch early in this football game. Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get them. You know where they're throwing. You've got to do a better job now of disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. Moore will throw. Roll to trying to make something happen. He was held under the football too long. The defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. We only got sacked once. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on this play, and it'll be second and one coming. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing up, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are. And if who needs to get a look on this critical third down, whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right. Defense feeling it as you from the 20. There's more. Oh my God. It's done. It's go to in the red zone. Third and goal. We need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Not a in there. Give him a couple to the 16. And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first. You're picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Offensive linemen love to run the power. Right? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance. It's a little picked up here, and boy, we need help to convert this third down. Straight ahead, it's Frazier.
It's the game-breaking speed. You see it right there. He takes it all the way to the speed. That's the reason why. If he just draft, you would have been playing on Sundays now. It's just not other running backs in college football that can run like this. It's so nice to have that.
Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason. Like NFL so transfer can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot. Disaster. The offensive board disaster. They narrowed boy disaster there. They fumbled a kick return, and if that goes to the other team, the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to bounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief. And he's able to shed one tackle. Early in the game, give that rhythm. Find that time. Success. Jack deep later. And the Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The interception was enough. Gets it down to the 38-yard. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. So a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And hey, knocking down back at the 45. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops.
Catch. Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post and he makes the play for his quarterback. It's a tough.
Hey, nigga, you better go on game chat with that shit, nigga. That's nothing.
This guy's offensive. Good. Little seconds on inside his own 10. Let's see what he gets. And he's able to kick his way through the situation. Sorry about that. Don't see it starts from the 20 yard. Start on the ground. Yeah, you can take it. Across the 30 to the 39. After getting 10 on that one.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, the Michael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners. And when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
From the 39 yard line, it's first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's up the 20. Oh, easier man can do it.
Better figure
So,
out.
hey,
Shit about to start getting real
when the
spooky,
gun goes
nigga.
off and he is too early for that. He was off 7.
Alright.
By the time he hit the end zone, that guy's year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big time playmakers with speed at running back. He's out of and that's where this offense This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Has to throw on first. Rush right in space. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That's why they couldn't wake up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try to play again.
And on second down. Handoff for Frazier. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 to the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Making the adjustment. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has been so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. Just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to what they were doing.
Final play of the quarter time. And we'll start in the ground with Washington. It's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throw more. Going for the big play. Can swing momentum. And Georgia ready to go. For possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't matter if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's a crease. And they want to crease and turn that into a productive run. It's easy to cut plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. 2 to work with here in the first half. It feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. That's nothing. No fourth down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. This defense stop him on fourth down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He's got the first down. He's stopping. He's got to move the chain. And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays, they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it can be hard to stop. This offense opening up now. It's a 48-yard run on first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They'll finally get him on the ground before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. You don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing. From the 30-yard line, first down. They're going to test the right side with this drop that three, pick up the 3 and down to the 26. And those body blows really, really matter. Like, we'll be able to hand the ball off to my runner 10, 15 times a game. 50 first time, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect. Here's a game to Washington. Defense all over. That's how you come up and plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical. Nice job getting him to the ground. The guards are off to the Washington. Same page. Let's just slip. Throw his hands and he'll be fourth down to the rear drop to this game. Offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back. It's fourth down and no time to field goal. He's got it. Showing that big look. Take 47 yards out. And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy. He'll start the return inside his spine. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Who plays you for? His offense is on. I think the one thing you can say here, Jim, defense has done a pretty good job damaging. Let's just try to still be it. Now you know you can trust your defense. Nickname or whatever. It's Frazier. Before he was knocked out. And you want to run football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out. John didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. This might be your year right here, Corn. Captain on the ground. It's going to make all type of crazy shit. Wilson gives him the first second down. Second quarter, getting closer to let's still have a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime. And the Bulldogs have it with a first and 10. Set it down, going up top. Fires to the top. You on these drag routes, it's super important. Your quarterback can really use his eye. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking for you, seeing what's coming. Does a good job. Drops back. It's fun. So he could catch it, get upfield as some extra yards after the catch. We reached it. Try to
You can play decent this shit. That's why everybody can like, you know what I'm saying, play defense. Like this
They've got it inside.
Yeah, like
28, first down.
right there at the end. I'm talking about that's a
Fresh setting downs going to the and the defense gets in and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Well, this guy's become a bit of a pattern for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to go up top on second down. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got touchdown from here. Sticks through the snap on first down, wants to throw. Oh, and he took a shot. He didn't have time to get rid of that one. The defense was for him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it in the zone. They'll throw again after the incompletion.
You ain't got no thumb, nigga. You better stop.
He's done his touchdown for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers. And he's going to bring this one. Pulled down the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. It's in a bunch formation. RPO. He's past the 30. Crosses the 30. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Ducks moving quickly to the offense is the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get it. Going to take a shot at this DB. Sure. Most connection. We never see it in this game. Throwing the goal out to one of the best players in all the this receiver right here in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention. He'll hurry to the left here to get on that third down. Now Oregon, real quick, second time. And they'll still have running if for what's left in this first half. Here's more. Picked up for the third today. These guys are really getting their stride in week 4 as they push up that lead. Yes, boys, it's 28-13. Time left. It's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard. There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful. He's trying to get open from the 15. Here's more to throw. Right side, it's Johnson. She's in with the stiff arm. Across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this center down gets started from the 33, first and 10. More to the air. It's a he is feeling it. Huge. It's taking it 24. It's back on first down. They're all over it. Taken here. They won't be able to stop the again. They're going to have something good that perspective for the quarterback, right? That's the side of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game. Throws toward the end zone. Stop. I'll tell you that. Last first half, there's 4 minutes of the second. Oh, see it. It's scary. These games, and you're seeing critical. The offense was able to go down, drive the field, score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball first in the second half. And if they get right in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Adjustment on the play. Wants to throw one first. Just tight end. And that corner came in despite knowing that he was giving up some size. As we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Picked up 5. Pass away. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, very late in the half. Escapes the pressure being passes. EA Sports College Football. 30 scores from around the country. Parts of the league were a full month. College football. Start look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's Pitt looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here are some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Here comes the Warlock comes out to start the drive. They start this third quarter with a lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection. Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments and pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime. 100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football. But if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes. The 9-yard pickup on first down. Here's 2nd and 1. The back moving. Frazier again. Question or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They shut it down. It's going. He throws. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 2nd down. And they got here with Frazier. He's passed it. They'll get him down. He's down to the 49.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the field. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's shooting up some yards, and good things are happening.
Ripping through to get it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh set of downs going to the air. To the wide. They've avoided the intercept. You got that one back here late.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Lock the ground to cover and moving chalk here on 2nd down. They'll give to Frazier.
Oh my God.
It's again.
It's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You can just keep getting positive yards. You gotta keep the 3rd downs manageable. So you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Dogs are trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to slip and pick it up. Six points. Precision.
It's pretty easy to find that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan. So, what a good job blocking.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Get out of the end zone and put it away.
I'm gonna get a new champion here.
So his second he's worked on defense and they try to answer with a score of its own.
I get. Oh, he got it.
This is wild. Every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed, it's just like this issue. People so much saying
Between shades and Marseilles was different colors. Martin Mission was like spring. What's the same?
you coming in for the second time, taking the throw away.
The third time, they made me look like 1,000 loaded. And now this, I mean, my face bad. I'm not good. My face is not that bad. But you know what I'm saying? Stop range. And he really wanted to get a touchdown there. But it's in
Third down and took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on field.
So his field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made it here today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak. He keeps doing stuff like that. Trotting him out there. And he stopped short of the 20-yard line.
my tail, man. 14, minus 10, and the 11. Yeah, so you
Where you impose your will. That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There's nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
I just said, okay, let's stick to the. It's going to be slow. Okay, man, actually.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11.
Still.
Kept the last one on the ground. And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know, you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Here they settle for the chip shot field goal this time, Jesse. They wait for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
When you're handed a break, it's like an unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal. He did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think we gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coach team to return man. And the offense heads out on the field to get the drive started. Action and first down. Loads to the wide out. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that?
That is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team. There's a lot of football left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip. See what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return reaches the end of the line. Down he goes. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This thing sort of gotten away with this couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David. Like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much.
Take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game. You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 2nd down, go to throw. Able to work it to the 39-yard first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw.
Oh my fucking God,
The
bro.
worst possible time. Just perfect. Still on his feet. And he capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They're trying to follow suit here. It's a 1st down. Score to the board with it. Trip to the house. David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense option. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up? It's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we got to get lined up. Make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays. And those are the ones that will kill you. Because it's points right away. And points in this football game and these coordinators, they're not real. Field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they had no play. Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL. One, it's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Max got it on the screen. Really more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down. And scoring a lot of points. But you've got skill, you've got speed outside of wide receiver. That's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. These receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time. Second and long here. Push it from the wideout. Here's a gift to Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Still plenty of time left to break the scoreboard wide open as we get things underway here in the 4th. For slumping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure it here on 3rd down. Throws for the 2 end. He makes the catch. Ripping up a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
This offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is you paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got some drives together here to get back in this football game. Stop. This one might be coming back. They've got a first down here. The start is banged this season. We've got a great game here. First ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They put the brakes in here.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Just gotta make it. Gotta make it. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's changing the play. Second golf roll. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh. A two-tier first get the touchdown, then the two, you try to pull even here in the fourth quarter. Knock down 2 yards. You got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know, execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight. So I know that. Now I counter punch and attack this defense.
I just think completion's a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And now, fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
So you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You picked a field goal. You're now within one possession. Defense taking the football. Defense drive the field. Put it in the zones. Score. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. Definitely makes a little bit of a difference. No one else by more than a field goal. They suggested instead switches. No, I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, it's like it's a reinvent the wheel on offense. What they've been showing has been working. Just doing what you're good at.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back's had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out the belly. Do I throw it? Now when I throw it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. I think we saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy. Here's more. Throws to the top. It's caught downfield. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. 2nd and 10. And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wants to stay in. You got to lead late in the ball game, yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead? Just 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Left side is more. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Which catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career. And that's a pretty good accomplishment. That hit 1,500 yards. That speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, probably to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, it's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. One thing he isn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry. He's made plays throughout his career. And you're going to get 3rd down. More. Throws to the line. 10% a huge 4th quarter play for this defense. This has been a defensive war. We're just wondering which side can hang on. Defensive to take the lead. Guys, game-changing play. And the 2 O's in the playoffs. And the 2 points first he said he's up to a field goal. They'll settle for only a 1-point lead. Let's say you got a shot. He's going to try to return this way. All right, go. He can miss every return. Sometimes you just have to take a knee. He stopped at the 14. We should see this. Oh, that's so, isn't it? And Oregon has it. Here comes the offense. For giving us the field goals, finding themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. She's ahead for 2, market 17. It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the scrimmage. Defensive line, we're doing a great job taking those guys up front, not picking up to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. It's Washington. Great reaction to this defense. Immediately to the game. We've reached the 2-minute time. 2 minutes on the essence for this offense to get things done. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 33. Going for yardage. He breaks a tackle. One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now. Now on 1st down from the 30. Dante Moore. Now flip it up to the back of the screen. You're able to break the screen. First down. I think in the situation, 2 minutes trailing, throwing it a six every time. Short patients are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. These crucial situations you practice so much inside of 2 minutes. They score, they win. Defensively, how do you blow your net? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense, get me a few first downs. This one's over. It's Frazier. Stop the scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Second and long here, but objective number one, keep that clock moving. Frazier again. Sniffed it. Scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick. And it's Frazier. They're looking down right at the 35-yard line, still around the ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Oh no!
40. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. Sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there. Let's play this drive comes through the 35-yard line. Just make me up, you know. Space stadium because of its game speed. It was an outstanding job of an open field in a 2-minute situation. Hey, to move quickly here. Still a kick to force the ball down the field. Hauls it in. They'll get him down, but not before he he's down. Stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the. And that's a big throw by this young man. Like, listen, late in the football game, you've got to make plays. He's been a little bit up and down, but they give him a run. They're going to trust him. Let's see what he can do late in this football. You know, the defense felt freaked out. You're the fourth quarter. The fastest players and all they're taking a shot at it. We just hold on tight and hope for the best at that time. They were able to force an incompletion. Lord, again. Got his man. Gain of nothing. Third down and 30 to yard. Trying to get everybody set, but still running. It's only explosive play right there for the taking. Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible. Down in possession here in the fourth, and don't need to convert this fourth down. to convert the fourth. It's racing to the line in the hurry. So now we're the biggest kicks of this game. They'll snap it from the 38, leaving with a 55-yard field goal attempt to tie it. James, shit, they might have us in late.
Good game.
Feeling like missing a field goal to the most. That's what you do. You're a kicker. You're supposed to make those man power that stain. He's going to carry that miss for a long time too, David. Obviously, the offense and the team put him in a position to come through, and he's just going to have to learn from this, get back to practice, and want to make it next time he gets that opportunity. Slide.
Yeah, I remember that. So, I'm sure. I don't know. I don't know. That was the thing that's that I really thought. That